Hey guys, welcome back. I figured piggybacking off the last video that I made, which was the proposal story, I could do a little introduction to what I'd like our wedding to look like. So today I'm going to be going through my Pinterest board, which I've had for a little longer than I'm willing to admit. I've been really curating it to make sure it's perfect. And then I'll show you guys the Excel spreadsheet that I've been using. It's just a template, but filled it in with a bunch of the things that pertain to us. And then at the end, I'll give you guys a little tour of the venue that we picked because I love it so much. It's so cute. It's very barn. Well, it is a barn. That's like the vibe. Basically, like, fancier locations give me stress. I am very much a chill environment kind of person. If it's too like done up, I get overwhelmed because then I feel like it has to be exactly perfect. If it's a little more like relaxed vibes, then I don't get as much anxiety. So originally I wanted to do it at the park, just like rent a pavilion or something like that, but we ended up getting like a nicer venue with this still same kind of vibes, but like actually made for a wedding, which I'm sure my parents are happy about because I don't think they wanted to admit it, but they were like, yeah, no, you shouldn't just like have a wedding at a park. Although, to each their own, but they were a little judgy. All right, so I figured I'd start with a bit of like background information. Weddings are expensive. I feel like I don't need to tell you that, but they are. And apparently, according to theknot.com, the average cost of a wedding in 2021 was a whopping $28,000. That's like a down payment on a house, which I do not want to spend on a wedding. And that's without like the ring. Apparently it's 34 grand with the engagement ring. During 2020, which was like pandemic times, it was closer to 19,000, but like that's still a lot. That's still more than I want to spend. Not gonna lie, originally we were like, we could do it for 5 grand. And yeah, we could, but it wouldn't be the way that like we had pictured in our heads a wedding to be. I mean, the venue alone that we got is almost 5 grand, so like that was out the window pretty quick. If we did it at the park though, it would have been like $300 for the whole pavilion. And that thing can hold like almost 200 people. So keep that in mind. Okay, so I guess chapter 1 here is going to be the Pinterest board, the inspiration, what led me down the rabbit hole to end up with the place that we chose for like the aesthetic. Okay. So my Pinterest is basically just a bunch of wedding things. I mean, Pinterest in general is known to be mostly wedding like oriented, at least that's how I've always seen it. So I've had my Pinterest for a long time and I've been collecting wedding inspiration for a long time. But let me bring you guys over to my profile. Soy Toffee Bean, that's me. I have no followers because I don't view Pinterest as a social media, but apparently it is. To me, it's more just like lists and things like that. And we'll go to my wedding board. Let's see, I've got a total of 72 pins. I don't know if that's a lot or not a lot, but I tried to categorize it as best as I could, and then this stuff, which isn't in any particular category, is just like timelines, like what time we should start getting ready and things like that. The plan is for our wedding to start at like 4 p.m. Have the morning to get ready and then like take pictures, just hang out with the bridesmaids and things like that. And then the ceremony will be at 4. And then we'll just hang out the rest of the night. It's all going to be at the same place. Ceremony and reception will be at the same venue. So that's that stuff, but I'll bring you guys back up to the top. From the top? Never mind. Okay, So I feel like what everyone wants to see is like dresses, or at least that's how I am. So as far as dresses go, I love like square necklines. I feel like it's very flattering personally, like on myself. I don't mind a sweetheart, but like the girls are a little small, so I think the square looks a little better. But these are the kind of dresses that I'm going for. Like, I'm not a huge fan of strapless, but I really love this first dress all the way on the left. If I could put like some thin straps on something like that, I would 100% do it. And then I'm also conflicted between like, do I want a lot of embroidery detail or do I want something really simple, just like classic and sleek like this one? But that's a lot of the style of dress I'm going for. Actually, there's a store up here in Saratoga called Lily, and they have this dress, which is my all-time favorite. This is the front of it over here. I don't know what it is about it, and I showed this dress to my mom and also my to-be mother-in-law, and immediately she was like, is that sheer? Like, there's nothing under that. And I was like, oh my gosh, no. The material underneath the dress is like a taupey brown color. It's not sheer. That is not the vibe I'm going for on my wedding day. But I love it so much. Like, if I could get this exact dress, I probably would. I don't know how old it is. It might be like a year or two old, so I don't know if like it would still be available. But if I could, oh, I love that one. But these are some more options, or just inspiration, I guess. They also have, I believe, these two dresses at that store. There's another dress shop in Saratoga called Something Blue, but I think that one's a little too high out of my price range. I do want to like treat myself with a cute dress, but I'm also not trying to, you know, like empty my life savings. So those are the vibes that I'm going for. Square or straight neck, something like that. Definitely need straps. I got nothing to hold it up. That would just not be. I wore a strapless dress to my prom, both years actually, and I regret it. I mean, not like I still looked nice, but like it was not comfortable to dance in at all, and I don't even dance that much. And I want to be able to dance at my wedding, no matter how bad it is. So, those are my dress pins. Let's go back. As far as color scheme goes, I'm thinking like blues and greens, but like the blue is more, what's the word? A slate blue. So the bridesmaids' dresses are gonna be a nice slate blue color. I'm okay with doing like different shades like here. Maybe like a couple lighter, a couple darker. I think I'm only gonna have 4 bridesmaids. 2 would be cousins and then my 2 best friends. Cameron has more friends than I do, so then depending on how many groomsmen he has, I can add in a couple more people, but right now I've just got 4. And then I am all for the whole like each bridesmaid picks like whatever style suits their body best, because I will also want them to feel like good in what they're wearing for the day. So I'm all for that. We could have some like long sleeve, although it's gonna be in May, so like I don't know if it'll be hot or not. It's very 50-50. It could be like 65 degrees out, which I guess you could still wear short sleeves for, but like I would wear a long sleeve at that point. Maybe? I don't know. Either way, it's up to them to choose. I just picked a color. And I guess long. Yeah. Color and length. Other than that, whatever you want. Then if we go to decor, very rustic, I think is the word. I don't want to say farmhouse. But I don't know. Some people say that the whole rustic, like outdoorsy theme is a little overdone. I really like it. I don't care if it's like cliche or whatever. I think it's cute. So that's what we're going for. I've got a little decor checklist, make sure I don't forget things. This is so cute. This is like a little wedding sign. And you can, I mean, you could probably put whatever you want. I don't feel like watching that whole thing. Well, you'll probably see it playing in the background. But at the venue, the chairs are going to be set up outside, and then there is a little like pond. I guess it's most similar to this first pin here. And it'll be white chairs. So we'll probably put some flowers. They have a little arch like this at the end. So we could probably decorate that with some flowers. Peep the food truck. I am so excited. We are 1000% having a food truck as our catering, like main catering will be tacos. You can fight me on this. I want a taco truck at my wedding, and I'm so glad that Cameron also wants a taco truck. He's actually the one that found the truck we're gonna use, and it's so good. But yeah, I can talk more about that later. We're talking about vibes right now. The tables are gonna be like the long rectangle tables you'll see in the little venue tour that I did. The venue comes with the square tables. Love it so much. There's nothing I hate. I don't know, hate is a strong word, but you know when you walk into an event hall, like at a hotel, and it's just those plain white round tables with like folding chairs or whatever, and it just feels so lifeless? Like, that's not for me. I need like character. I need warmth. And that feels so like clinical. I don't even know if clinical is the right word, but it's not for me, basically. And I really like the whole like outdoorness, but also being covered because it might rain. Who knows? I can't see the future. But yeah, and then gold accents. We're having a taco truck, so like I don't know if we actually need silverware and things like that. But Amazon has plastic plates with like fake gold on them that I think I might get, because I don't think we need like real silverware and things like that. Because once again, taco truck, you know? Paper plates all the way. Good for the environment. We can recycle those. I don't know about good for the environment, but we can recycle them. And then yeah, it's just gonna be like a lot of greenery and things like that. When I go over the Excel spreadsheet, you'll see planning on getting my flowers from Trader Joe's. But yeah, maybe some like glass jars or something like that. That's also pretty like basic, I guess, but like I really like it, so whatever. So next on our list, we did dresses, bridesmaid dresses, decor. I guess we can do desserts and cakes next. I'm not a huge cake person. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I like cake, but I don't know. I like the look of a wedding cake more than probably the taste. Weddings that I've been to, the cake is kind of like not great. Like, I'd rather get a cupcake from like the supermarket than pay $300 for a cake that tastes like nothing. But they look nice, so I pinned a couple. I also would love to have an ice cream truck. We do have an option for one, but I don't know if it's gonna make the final cut depending on how much money we're trying to save. But I really like the bear cakes that are more like this. Cameron likes them a little more fancy. He's like, what's the point of paying for a cake if it's like doesn't even look like it's decorated? I kind of see where he's coming from, but like it's the style, you know? He likes more fancier stuff like this one. But, I mean, it's a cake. In the end, we're gonna eat it anyways. Or maybe we'll just get an ice cream truck. Either way. After that, what do we got? Oh, actually I can show you guys. This is the rings section where I had like basically my ideal ring, something like this, which is more or less what I got. It's just a 6-pronged ring with 1 stone in the middle, and then I thought I was gonna get a plain band, but he ended up doing 3 smaller diamonds on either side, which, I mean, I don't mind. It looks hella fancy. And then as far as the wedding band, I'll probably get something just plain and simple like this. I haven't fully decided if I want it to be yellow gold or white gold. I don't mind, like, oh, wrong ear. I have a like silver looking earring up top, and these are silver looking, and then the bottom are gold. I'm okay with doing a half and half. I think it'd be kind of cool to have one of each color ring, but I don't know. Although I do think gold suits my complexion better, which is why I wanted a gold like engagement ring. As far as makeup goes, I don't normally wear much makeup. Right now I have some highlighter on, which I don't even know if you can like tell, and a little bit of pigment in my eyebrows so that they're not like super sparse looking. I mean, I've got thick eyebrows anyways, but I don't know. I feel like I can make them look a little better. Other than that, I don't really wear makeup. So I'm thinking something very fresh-faced. I mean, I'm sure they have full faces on, but I'm trying to go for as natural as possible. Like, my face but better. You know? Let's see. And then finally, hair. My hair used to be very long. Right now, it's just below my shoulders. My hair's a little like wavy / curly, so it comes up a little more. It might be like another inch further down than like how it looks right now. So originally, before I got my haircut, it was probably a little longer than this, and then I was just gonna do it like curled, possibly like a couple braids up here. I don't like the updo look. It doesn't look bad. It's just not for me. But I also really love like the braids up top, so maybe I would do something like this. I like half up because then it like, I think I look best when my hair is pulled up out of my face. I don't know, that's just me. And then this is the length it's at now. This is actually the picture I used for the cut that I got. But maybe just like some plain curls like that. It all depends on, I guess, the dress I end up with and how much it's got going on closer to the top. Definitely don't want an updo though. I know that for sure. And then I think that's all of it. Yeah, like I said earlier, these are just timelines and things like that. Yeah, so that's my Pinterest board. So this is the Excel spreadsheet that I've got. And you can see right now, total budget, $14,597. That's a lot of money. That is more than where we want to be at. Maybe if we can get it closer to 10, that'd be great. And I don't know if this makes sense. Like, let me know if this makes sense or not. Personally, I'm okay with paying for things that I specifically want, like out of my own pocket, and not expecting anyone to contribute to them. And I kind of wouldn't include that in the budget. Like, I would say the budget is for things that are affecting everyone. Like my dress, I wouldn't include in the budget. Like, I'm gonna get a nice dress regardless. The budget to me is more like venue and food and those kinds of things, because I'm not splitting that cost with anyone else. I don't know. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm just thinking of it really weird. But anyways, this whole area is the summary box, and then it's all split up in a bunch of different things. And then I tried to link like as much as I could here. So This is the wedding band, which is actually the same one as the Pinterest, the one that's in my Pinterest board. I think it's from Majuri, and it's like $350. And free engraving, look at that. Cam's wedding band, he's looking for one of those cool ones that has like the stones in the middle section. So the most expensive thing in our apparel section would be my dress, which I kind of don't want to include in the budget like I mentioned earlier, but if it's included, it's like $3,000 altogether. And then reception, our wedding is going to be at this place called Juniper Springs Wedding Barn, and it's $4,300, and that puts our reception total at just under 10 grand. Apparently an officiant you can get for as cheap as $20. I don't know how true that is. We're gonna find that out later. And a wedding license in New York State is $40. Also don't know how true that is, but that is what Google told me. Invitations, table name cards, and things like that. Also just getting them from Amazon standard. I can like write them out and then send them. It's all got the same cute like greenery around the outside. Table name cards, I think, are the same vibe. Yep, a little bit of greenery on the edge, and then I'll write everyone's names out. I like the whole DIY thing. I think it looks cute. Calligraphy supplies for said cards. And I found this sign. Don't know if we're gonna go with this or not, but we could put like our names on it, and then it'll be a big C with like our date. Photography, I put $1,000. I know photographers cost a lot more than that for a good one, but I'm not sure what our plans are for photography at the moment, so I just kind of put a placeholder of $1,000, and we'll see what happens. After photography, if we scroll up a bit, flowers we would probably get from Trader Joe's, like I mentioned a little earlier. Apparently, for 5 seasonal bouquets and 5 bouquets of eucalyptus, it's $70. I feel like that's a good deal. I don't know. But yeah, that brings our total to $14,355 with the apparel in red because I didn't really want to count that. Apart from the spreadsheet, I guess I can give you an overview of the venue before you actually see the video that I took when we went to see it. Juniper Springs Wedding Barn. I gotta give my dad some props. He found this place and he knew exactly what I wanted. So if we go to their main site, this is the barn. It can open up on both sides, and it's so simple but looks so good. I'm so excited. And then they have string lights along here, and you can choose whatever color you want to light. Like, they have the lighting already set up, and then you just pick whatever like color scheme you want. And then this is where they would set up the ceremony. So there's a little pond area, and they would put this arch here and all the chairs. We're not having more than like 100 people. This is the barn from the outside. And then this is the bridal suite, which when we went, it was still under construction. So it's cool to see that it's all done now. But yeah, they have the square, or oh my God, rectangle tables with cute chairs. I'm so excited. It was like, when I was looking at these pictures, in my head, I was like, this looks too nice to be like real. And then we went to look at it, and I was like, oh my God, it actually is so nice. I will say the one downside is, like, I guess this picture here would probably be the best example. You might think it's like very set back, but the road is actually just like right over here. So it is kind of close to the road, but it's not like a big deal. Like, but that was like the only negative, and it's not even really a negative because like it doesn't really matter. But yeah, this is the venue. And then after this, I'll put in the video that I took actually like when we went to go see it a few weeks ago. And you can see firsthand where our wedding is gonna be. All right, on to the footage. Anyways, that is our plan, our beginnings of a plan, and we'll see what happens from there. Other than that, thanks for watching. Be sure to like the video if you did, and hit the subscribe button. Doesn't hurt. Yeah. See you guys some other time.